Hey guys, your Mad Modder here. I am so excited. So I was gonna hold off on this video to be part 3, but to be honest with you, I know that you've seen these videos before with other modders, and I was like, you know what? Let's throw in something with a little bit more. Let's go. You know what I mean? So on this video, I'm gonna go over my surprise that I had mentioned in the last one, but I wanted to correct something that I did say in my last video. I said that a lot of the mod chips are not really compatible with the Xboxes, and that's kind of wrong, you know? First of all, you got soft modding. In this videos, I'm not doing any soft modding. I'm actually putting a chip onto it. The second off is that these chips now are able to do whatever you want, as long as you know how to rebuild certain things or modify some of the things in the Xboxes that you're working on, depending on whatever you're working on. I think it goes from version 1.1, 1.10, or 1.0, sorry, all the way up to version 1.6. That's the latest that they had on the original Xbox. Now, each one has something unique about it, and they've done some design. I could say they could fix the design flaws, but let's face facts, they try to block out a lot of the modders that were happening on the scene. Even Bill Gates, in an interview that I've actually seen, he was impressed with modders that are modding the original Xbox at the time when the original Xbox was popular. Just to give it out there. That's just like the designer or the owner of Microsoft was like, wow, they did something with these Xboxes. I mean, unfortunately, I know that Steve Jobs wouldn't have loved that with his Pippin console, but then again, you know, where's the Pippin today? Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to clear that up, so please forgive me what I said last time. I wanted to make sure that you at least knew what was going on. So, again, I mentioned a surprise regarding the original Xbox, and I'm not going to just stay here and tell you all about it. I'm going to go ahead and show you. So, without further ado, let's get started. I wanted to discuss with you, the surprise I was telling you guys about in the last video, is a switch. It's like a little switch, okay? So what this is, it was an idea that I got from. I'm not gonna say I came up with this idea. I got this from a fellow Facebook Xbox modder. His name goes by Marr, and I want to say thank you to him for at least showing me. He took the time out to show me how this works. Pretty much what it does is if you have a Google Home or if you have an Echo Dot, I'm not going to say her name because I have her all over the room, but if you have an Echo Dot, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I even have Echo glasses because I wear glasses, as you see in my videos, that is controlled by the Echo Dot. If you have that, you can literally use this switch to turn on your original Xbox. Yes, you heard that correctly. So I'm going to put this in my original Xbox. But how? How is that possible? That's a great question. Instead of me explaining it to you, I'm going to go ahead and have Matt explain it to you. So, without further ado, Matt, give us a hand.
Forgive the eerie green light. I've got an LED box here going. Kind of helps with the light, actually. But anyway, injecting power. This goes in the front, right here. Power button on the bottom. So basically, all you want to do is, as you can see, these two legs have a trace. That's where you want to solder the wire. It doesn't matter to which leg because they're both connected together. They produce the same results. Just one wire to one of those legs, and the other wire is just ground. So like I said, you can connect the common connection on the relay right here. So you have normally closed, common, and normally open. That means normally closed is a switch that's basically being pressed. Normally open is a switch that is not being pressed and is normally open. And when you press it, it will close. And then obviously it's a momentary switch in the Xbox. So when you press it, it closes until you let go of the switch and then it opens. Which is why you buy an inching relay, because when you give the voice command, it will activate the relay, but if you don't have the inching set up, it'll just activate the relay and hold the relay on until you give a command to shut it off, which will release the relay. So you want to set the time on the inching command to when you say, hey, turn the Xbox on, it'll go click, click. So you want to set it to like half a second, so it closes and then half a second later it opens again, like pushing the Xbox power. Click, click. Yeah, so anyway, COM, wire that to ground anywhere in the Xbox. It doesn't matter where, screw post, anywhere is fine. Normally open, because the switch in the Xbox is normally open until you press it and then it closes and then you let go of it and it opens again. So you want it COM to ground and normally open to one of these two legs with the trace on the power switch.
Alright guys, so with Matt breaking that down, let's go ahead and do it ourselves. So I'm going to do most of it on camera, but some of it I really can't, and I'll explain later. So we're going to put this to the side for now. This is going to be towards the end. We are going to need a Xbox power supply. Now, this is a standard Xbox power supply, but these wires here are not standard. So let me go ahead and explain what happened here. I flip over the power supply. By the way, before you pull this out of your Xbox, do yourself a favor. When you unplug it, hit the power button so you can discharge the power device. It is an old power device. Please be careful. I am not responsible if you hurt yourself. So, educational purpose only. You're not going to get your rocks off on me here. Anyway, flip it over. And I have two brown wires. One goes here on this side and then one on the other side, and I have it coming out, so which is great because it has a little slit here. I don't need the wires to be extremely long, because where I'm going to put this next part, I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. When I'm going to put it in the Xbox, it is going to be a small, so I don't care where, if I can get it that way. So anyway, two wires. I'm going to put this to the side for now, because we're going to use these two wires in a minute. Make sure you please tin your wires, tinning it by putting some solder on it. Some of you guys don't know how to do that, and I have to explain it. Tin your wires, it does help. Now, what Matt didn't explain, and I will explain it to you now, is, you know those little white cube-like AC adapters that Apple has? Yes, the official Apple ones. Yeah, that lies around that people have, but they don't really use anymore like they used to. Yeah, you have to get one of those. And you have to cut it open carefully. When you do, this little cube, looks like a companion cube from Portal, comes out. And when you cut this out of the wires, there's going to be two wires here. One here, one here. You're going to cut them out very carefully. And the main reason why is because you need this USB port. Now, why do you have to do this on this Xbox? Now, I was talking to Matt on the previous Xbox, on the Xbox after the 1.0, 1.1, they fixed this problem. But on this one, it didn't really fix it. So you have to give it constant voltage. And this is able to hold that voltage. This AC adapter that goes to the wall, it is constantly able to hold that high voltage. It's supposed to do that. So when you crack it open, it's going to hold that voltage, and you need a micro USB. Now, Matt tells me you can cut it out, because if you look at your thing here, you can either use a micro USB, or you could put two wires and put them into the 5 volt and ground. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. It's kind of hard for me to figure out. I'm sure that if I had a little bit more time on it, I will do it, but I have to move this project along. So, yeah, that's the reason why I haven't brought them out. Put that to the side, and put that to the side, take this one out. So, where does it go? Now, I'm going to show this as best as I can, because this is a small cube. There are two wires on the side here. One is a white wire that goes here, and one is a black one. And if you look on top, I put a little bit of solder on this one, and a little bit of solder on that one. And what you're going to do is you're going to carefully solder these two wires in there. It doesn't really matter where they go on here, to be honest with you, because this switch will take it over if it needs to, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to solder this back on, and then we're going to do our test. Alright guys, so wires are now soldered onto the device here, the cube. You know, I got them down as best as I could. They are tight, which is good, because I'm going to have to do a lot of electrical tape to cover this. But beside that, the main thing I wanted to show you guys is the USB. So we have a USB plugged in, a micro USB, to this USB hub. And the reason why I have that, so you can test your work. So when you do this, you plug the wire in to the power supply, and then you plug it into the wall. Sorry about shaking the camera. Now, if you check, there you go. Now I know that that little cube is giving power, giving at least 5 volts to power this up. So now our cube is good to go. So I'm not going to show you how to solder onto the Xbox. Matt already explained it in his video, but I'm going to get to the end on where to set up the switching device. So I'll be back. All right, guys. So we installed the little device for the power here in the corner. I used some glue, and I was told this before, and I will tell it to you guys as well. Electrical tape for these small electrical devices is your best friend, especially when you have things that are exposed. I don't have any 3D printers in the house. Excuse me, no 3D printers, so I have to do what I gotta do. So the wires are long. The only reason why they're long because I'm gonna set them in place later, but I wanted to show you. So just like Matt said in the video, I put one to normally open, then the ground to common. Then, powered through the USB over there, I have the USB over here to power it up. I use the app, the eWe Link app. That's the app they use on this. And let me tell you, be patient with it. Once you've connected it to the app, just close the app out and then open it again. It'll start working. Do not wait for after it sends the information and network information. Close the app out, reopen it, it'll start working. Because if you don't, it's just gonna sit there and you're like, why is it not turning on? So without further ado, I did already put my commands to her, so I'm gonna use her now. Alexa, turn on my Xbox. Alexa, turn off my Xbox. I'll try this again. Alexa, turn off Xbox. I guess she doesn't like the way I said it. Anyway, there you guys go. Nice inching switch for the original Xbox, which is kind of hilarious. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was an interesting way of putting it together with the Xbox. I wish I could say I'm done. I'm not. I still have to do the second part of the Xbox video. This is like a mini episode of that video. I still have to do the second part of the video that I wanted to show you, and then the final part that I ordered is coming from Canada, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to be surprised on that one as well, just like you were surprised with the switching video to control your Xboxes. Now I could be the first person to say I can control my original Xboxes with my glasses because I'm a geek. Either way, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Take care.
Foolish mortals, you must know that I am invincible. You will come to rue the day you ever
messed with the Dark Master. Taste it! Yeah!
Lick my boot, you skinny wuss. Go on home to mama, little girl.
You're going down!
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, made you squeal on that one, didn't I? Oh yeah, everybody goes down.
Woo! Yeah! I win! You lose! Dark Master won the game! Dark Master! Stir. Champion of the universe, Dark Master! Oh, I don't think so! Oh, that dookie don't float. Think you can take me? Alright, how about it? Crusher?
Greetings, Fart Master. I am Crusher, Master of Kung Fu. Master of Kung Fu.
More like Master of Monkey Poo.
Come on, little boy. All right, punk son, let's see what you got. Oh, yeah.
So cheap.
Your puny efforts amuse me, Pork Master. Kiss my axe, Crusher. You're going down.
Oh, come on. Crap! I suck. Oh, come on. Go. Come What? It was a lucky shot. You're
Probably
probably
one of those Microsoft punks that gets the games early.
aren't you? All right. How about a different game, homeboy? Think you can take it to the turf?
Let's get going, dog gas passer.
World Cup Warriors.
All right, that's it. This time, I'm going global. I got some boys here who'll make you eat your cleats. I got Siberius,
Hey, what's up? Dark Master is in trouble.
Buffalo Soldier,
Dog Master man.
Poachy X,
No tak, mä sitä origauran namo tekee jänkin kaitsaa.
Steel Crumpets,
Master. Hold my calls.
Sleeping Giant,
What? Is it my turn?
Step to it, Court Master.
Dark Master, I'm with you.
All right, let's kick some tail. Whoa, wait a minute, where's Captain Carnage?
I pinged him. I did not get an answer.
Kick, and the match begins.
Whoa, come on.
Time for your AstroTurf breakfast.
Toss a fakes and score. Sorry, man.
We're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back.
All right, Buffalo Soldier, take Carnage's spot.
Eat this.
Captain Carnage, we need you.
Crusher makes his move
Through.
Wrong goal.
and
Yes.
scores again.
Take that.
Goodness.
Oh, yes.
Captain Carnage!
Crusher steals the ball.
Who is this Crusher?
Out of my way.
This match is over. Oh, that's the end of the match. And it's a shutout.
Dark day for Dark Master.
That's right, Dog Master. This is my goal. My goal. Mess with
With
me.
me again, and I'll kick your bum right out of the stadium.
Why? Why?